What up? So I know you're seeing the title. These are going to be the 5 things that I love about my 1993 Suzuki Jimny JA11 Kei car. So quick little backstory. I bought this car about a month and a half ago. I drove all the way to Baltimore and drove it back with little to no issues. Shout out to Josh from 844 Imports. And it was fine. Like, I had a little bit of issues, like annoying things like the starter connector magically disconnected. My battery died when I got back, but at least when I did my 4-hour drive, the car was fine. So in that time, I kind of already had some things I loved about the car, some things I hate about the car after driving it for 4 hours. And then now that it's kind of back in its natural habitat, I put some new tires on here, put some sound deadening everywhere. Now that I've been driving the car for the last couple of days with really no issues at all, I can confidently say that I have 5 things that I love and that I hate. This one's just gonna be the things that I love. First thing on this list, in no specific order, is the fact that it's turbo. So coming from someone who's had 2 K trucks, I had a Suzuki Carry, I had a Daihatsu Hijet, and now I have my Mitsubishi Bravo. All really fun cars, but all naturally aspirated. So the fact that I finally got a turbo or just force inducted Kei car in general, it is a huge difference. So the fact that it's turbo, I love it. Even that it's automatic doesn't make a big difference. The turbo actually holds a lot better than the automatic, and like, I mean, I don't know what a manual one feels like, but in the automatic it actually throws you back. So I actually love that about it. Another good thing about the fact that it's turbo is that my MPGs have been amazing. Like, my gas mileage on my K truck was terrible. Gas mileage on my van, terrible. The fact that this is turbo, I filled up once since I bought it all the way from Baltimore. And honestly, I drove from Baltimore to New York and didn't fill it up once. Like, I made it all the way there with just that one tank of gas, which is like, I believe like 9 or 10 gallons. Nothing too crazy. It's not like a regular car, but the gas mileage on this, 100% better. The fact that it's turbo, 100% faster. It's just overall my favorite thing about the Jimny. Number 2, this one may come to surprise to some, but I actually love the fact that it's automatic. So in my 29 years of living, I've purchased over 10 cars, like easily, and I've literally never purchased an automatic car. This is the first automatic I ever like saved up money for and was like, wow, I want an automatic. And it's not that I don't like driving stick, because obviously I do. Like, I would much prefer a stick sports car or even K truck or K van over a Jimny. It was just like, I'm not gonna go off-roading. I'm never gonna take it overlanding realistically. Like, yes, I would love to go to like a farm or something, but realistically I won't do that. And then living in New York City, I'm always in traffic. So the fact that it's automatic was just like, it'll hold the boost better. It'll get better miles per gallon, I guess. And then it's just, I'm not gonna drive it far. It's not gonna be my daily or anything. So I was like, the fact that it's automatic, let's do it. Let's get an automatic K car. So number 3 is gonna have to be the way it looks. So I love the mirror tint. It's one of my favorite things about the car, just period. And then the nice little muffler that was put on, I didn't even put that on the car, it came like that. That looks fire. The stock 16s look really good. And then I think the Jimny, just overall, like compared to the Pajero, it looks like a little mini Japanese G-Wagon. Like, let's walk back a little bit. It's nice and boxy. The windshield is nice and flat, and it sits really nice for a stock car. I am missing a couple things that I wish I had. Like, I wish I had a front bumper with the fog lights. I'm not crazy about the little additional roof, whatever that's called. And then I kind of wish I had the spare cover. But at the same time, as of right now, for the way it looks like this, basically stock car, I did nothing looks-wise to it, besides the tint, of course. But I mean, look at this shot right here, too. Like, come on. That mirror tint? Bruh. Fire. And then to piggyback off number 3, I really love the way the interior looks. It has like a nice little Jimny logo right here. A grab bar is nice. You get AC, heat. My radio's all over the place, don't mind that. The interior is nice. You get all the gauges there. I think it's nice and modern. Back here you get the little flip up windows that come out. Love that touch. Get an ashtray back here, you know it's the 90s. But outside of the interior looking cool, it's how spacious it is. So it's very similar to the K-Van, where you think that because it looks so small on the outside, you can actually fit a lot of things back here. Because when you initially see a car like this, it's like, all right, look at this little toy compared to this Benz. Completely sticking out. And then you pop the trunk and you're like, oh crap, it's pretty huge back here. I can't even reach the seat barely. These seats fall all the way flat too, and the Jimny's kind of similar to that. If you just plop these seats down just like that, you have more than enough room. Like, I can fit 2 real boxes just side by side, or even tall. So even a full adult like myself, really just open the trunk, flip the seats down, and that's the seats all the way in their like natural position too. Like, the driver's seat isn't any forward or any more back. You can really just sit back here comfortably. You can lay down like this. You can close the door. So last and certainly not least has to be driving experience, which is one of the most important things when you're buying a car. So for this car, in my opinion, someone that's owned a K-Truck and a K-Van, it's kind of a combination of both those things. So the thing I loved about the K-Truck is that it was just such a workhorse, where I feel like if I threw 1,000 pounds in the back, it would take it. If I drove over 10 curbs, it would take it. If I just drove over some random grass, it would keep chugging, it would keep chugging. And that's what I feel like the Jimny is. But then it's a combination of a van or a car, I would say, where, like, you know, I have a roof behind me. I can fit 3 people back here. I can, has AC, it has speakers, it's quiet. Like right now the car's driving. Like the car's moving right now. It's just the comfortabilities of like an actual car in comparison to the K-Truck, where you feel like you're in a work car. You know what I mean? It's loud, it's noisy, it's chugging away. This one doesn't feel like that. And then I'm in an empty parking lot right now, so I'll show you guys. The fact that it's turbo, I can definitely demonstrate it right now, but it actually draws you back in your seat, look. Like, it actually is pretty quick. So like when I'm in a place like this where I can kind of gun it, or I'm in the highway, I need to overpass someone, like I put my foot all the way down. The car's actually driving. So we have a nice little empty runway in front of us. I'm gonna try to hit 0 to 80 kilometers an hour. I don't think I can get to 100, but I think I can get 80. So we're at a standstill right now. I'm gonna gun it. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Can't even really get to 80, but don't lie though. If you have a K-Truck or you have a K-Car, that's pretty quick, especially for an automatic. So that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you have a Jimny, if you're thinking about getting a Jimny, I would say do it. I like them a lot. So I would say honorable mention on this list, number 6, is that it doesn't stand out as much. Like it kind of looks like a Suzuki Samurai or a Geo Metro, and like someone that's not really into cars, besides the fact that they obviously are driving on the right side, like you're not gonna get as much attention. Like when I go to gas stations in this, it's not even nearly as crazy as when I go in a K-Truck or the van. It's like, oh crap, like you're pulling in, you don't have a hood, your car just looks weird. So they don't even realize your right-hand drive. Like a lot of people notice the Bravo being weird before they realize, oh crap, you're on the other side. So this car, I kind of like the fact that I don't stick out as much. I'm not a sore thumb. I'm ending this video here. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I want to get to 2,000 subs before 2022, and I'm like 400 away. So hit that button right now. Thank you for watching. Peace out.
This shit contagious.